Okay, example 9. In this example, we're gonna take a look at the random node inside of the VOP and see what that node will do. So yeah, we have a usual setup. We have 1,000 points, volume, sphere, 1,000 points. We're gonna go into the VOP and we're gonna do some things. So as you remember, every point has two values or two attributes to begin with. One is position and one is PT num. We are gonna use the PT num here to kind of randomize a p-scale. We talked about p-scale in the points tutorials, and we're just gonna take a look at what the random node will do. Okay, so what the random node will do is it will grab any input value, any input, and it will output a random number for this value between 0 and 1. Okay, so if we now pipe the PT num that goes from 0 to 999 into the random, this random node will output a value between 0 and 1, completely random for each number. Okay, and we're gonna then output this into a p-scale, and this means that our p-scale number will be totally random for each point. As you can see, there is really no connection between what value the PT num has and what scale it has. All we know is that the p-scale now goes from roughly 0 to roughly 1. Okay. What is also cool with the random node is that we kind of have a lot of control now, since we know that this one actually does go from 0 to 1, which means that we can use our cool little thing here called a fit range. We pipe the fit range. We know that the values are roughly between 0 and 1, so we can keep it source min 0 and source max 1. Destination min 0 and 1. Okay. We then can pipe a ramp into this, and we can check what happens with our p-scale. Right, we need to make the ramp a spline ramp, okay, to keep it float. And what we now can do, it's really interesting. So we have the p-scale on this point now. There's totally random, but to visualize this, we want to go into the copy node and we can see the spheres. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit. We can see they are totally random. What if we want to kind of have an artistic control of this? Well, we do now, because we have a ramp here, which means that we can kind of define the weight of the p-scale. So we can kind of define if we want more small particles, or if we want more big particles, or if we want like kind of distribution of our p-scale. So I'm gonna put the ramp here to Bezier, and I'm gonna kind of drag this thing down here. I'm gonna define the ramp a little bit more, and as you can see, we now have a lot more small points than big ones, right? So that's really cool. So we can use the random node and we can use a ramp to kind of define our p-scales in a very artistic way. Yeah, we can do a lot of weird things here. We can define really however we want. But yeah, it's cool. I liked it. I use the ramp and the random all the time. Honestly, those two nodes are, I think these three nodes are probably the ones I use the most to kind of make artistic and organic looking things. Yeah, so that's it for this tutorial, the random node and the ramp. Okay, cool guys, thank you.